Crave is the second book in the series, the second play on the field, as it were, and it picks up right after where Covet ends. And Jim is actually on the trail of Isaac Roth, who is an ex-op soldier who is bolted from the team and is seeking to escape the life that was killing his soul. He was just, Isaac is one of those guys that has done a lot of really dirty, terrible, awful deeds. And he got to the point where he could not stand it anymore. The Fallen Angels series is about, it is the eternal battle between good and evil. There's a demon and there is a redemptive savior, and they are out to fight over 7 souls. And it's about, in every book there's a love story, but you get to watch through these 7 books the battle between these sides as the people that funnel through the series pair off either to good or to evil. And the theory is, at the end, whoever gets, it's going to be 4-3, but whoever wins at the end saves humanity or dooms humanity forever. And it's about a reluctant savior, Jim Heron, who doesn't really believe in the cause that he's fighting for or the methods that he's going to use to win. The Fallen Angels series is based on the reckoning, the final reckoning for humanity. And there are, I think the football analogy works well. So you've got a good side and you've got a bad side. Davina, the demon, runs the bad side. The 4 lads run the good side. Jim Heron, who's the hero throughout the 7 books, is the quarterback on the field. And he was chosen because he is equally bad and good. So both sides feel that he's acceptable. My take on Fallen Angels is that I wish I knew one in person. I think that in terms of where the paranormal genre is going, I really think that it's cool to watch some other authors kind of doing things other than just werewolves and vampires. It's kind of neat to keep going in the paranormal universe and think of other magical, supernatural things that you can create stories around. And I think Fallen Angels, for me, I think like vampires, it's another sort of cultural norm, or I don't want to say myth because that's not exactly the right word, where there is a common conception. Like if I say Fallen Angel to someone, sort of like vampire, they have an image in their mind. It's not so esoteric or removed that it's not a visceral connection, with the reader. And that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed, is just developing, the fallen angels that are in my head do some things and don't do other things, sort of like the vampires do, and just how it all shakes out is kind of cool.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Day, and my series is The Warriors of Poseidon. The Warriors of Poseidon is a paranormal romance series that's sort of an epic quest wrapped up in romance, wrapped up in action-adventure, because I like to bring a lot of different things to the table. And at the heart of it, it's about an ancient race of Atlantean warriors who were tasked to protect humanity from the dark forces in the world. Atlantis Redeemed is one of my favorite books so far. Isn't the cover pretty? I had such a reader outpouring for this book. Brennan is a warrior who was cursed over 2,000 years ago by Poseidon to have no emotion whatsoever. He did something very, very, very horrible, and Poseidon had finally had it with him. And he cursed him to never have any emotion until the day he would meet his one true love, which would bring back his emotions just long enough, basically, for him to see her die. And Tiernan is a human reporter who had a tragedy in her past as well, and she has the ancient Atlantean gift of being a truth teller. She can tell when people are lying to her, which has caused her to be very, very isolated in her life. So you have these two people who are both wounded and alone in such different ways, and they have to work together and overcome this curse in order to protect people from some pretty evil scientists.